Okay, Dionosage, another beautiful day. I have challenged myself as a young person that I must do one good thing every day for the rest of my life. It doesn't matter how little. You see, we live in a generation where many young people are fighting for themselves, where many young people are around the world looking for ways to survive and survive their families. But I'm fighting for the good cause for every one of us, because I strongly believe that no matter how successful you are, until you are able to make a change, you are not truly successful. So today, we're going to be discussing with CEO Aroms farm. This man here has one of the biggest farms in Benin City. He was once a computer engineer, worked in 7 countries in 3 continents. You will ask yourself, how do a computer engineer turn into a farmer? You understand? Those are people with common sense who understand the essence of agriculture. In a country like Nigeria, there's no excuse, absolutely no excuse for anyone to be hungry. We have so much land, we have great weather. You understand? Some of these issues we have to start addressing. This man, many of you don't know him, possibly because he's not so much on public media, but I'm going to promote the work. We're going to take you guys to the farm, we're going to inspect everything, so that you too can see what someone who is not living in Nigeria, who do not have a company in Nigeria, who do not benefit from Nigerian resources is doing to help out our people. The boss.
Yeah.
The boss.
Yeah.
You know, believe me, education is a way of life. Travel gives you a right sense of direction. I continue to say, travel is just more than seeing of sights. It is a very, very way of life. Those who have traveled tend to know more than those who have not. It's the truth. You understand? People think you just travel, you come back home. No, we have passed that generation whereby we just travel, come back, buy a big car and enjoy it. If you are living in diaspora, my challenge to you is come back to see what you can do for your people. So now over to my Mr. Emmanuel right here.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, my name is, as you know, as you have introduced, is Emmanuel Aroms. I'm CEO of Aroms Farms. At Aroms Farms, basically we grow cassava. And every season, rainy season like this, we are gearing up, clearing the land for this year's planting at the moment. So basically, my business is a social enterprise, which means that humanity comes first before profit.
Sure.
Because
obviously.
Yes, I believe you can make profit, but you need to cater for the people.
Sure.
And by that, profit will come in. So that's basically what it's all about. So a big part of our profit goes into helping other people.
Sure.
Like providing free education on agriculture, like providing medical care for people who need sick and things like that. So that's basically it.
Okay, I'm still trying to understand. As a computer engineer who works in great country like America, working in one of the best banks in America, Bank of America, why did you choose to come into farming? It's a drastic change, because a lot of youths see farming as a very dirty job.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It is your responsibility now to enlighten some of the youth that farming can transform the world.
Farming is a powerful thing. We call it the basic economy. Like land, we have seed, we have things like that. But just to put it in the ground and grow the food, people cannot. The technology to grow food has been established, has been well defined for the last 200 years. So we don't need to reinvent it. So for me, as a technologist, when I come to Nigeria, I look at it, I'm used to solving complex problems in software. And I look at the problem of food production and I say, look, this shouldn't be that difficult to solve.
Sure.
And I can solve it. In fact, if you give me the opportunity, I can transform agriculture in this country.
I believe you.
All right?
I strongly believe
so
you.
That's the motivation. If I see a child suffering and I say, okay, look, this child can have food to eat. Okay, like what we have, technology we have brought to Nigeria, we can grow food on anything except rock. We can grow food on water. So I tell people, say, look, give me a sand that they use to mow block. I will grow food on it. And that's true.
That's technology.
Yes, technology.
I strongly believe you, man.
Technology can help us grow food and feed the people.
Sure.
And not only that, we can become exporters of food. And not just by talking about it, but actually doing it. So it is not only passion, but also it's part of, it's an anger. That look, why should we? If you are a Nigerian, you live in the diaspora. There's an element of shame in it,
Sure.
which I always have. There's an element of shame.
Of course.
You are ashamed anytime you hear of the reference to your country
Yes.
as a corrupt country,
Absolutely.
as a country that cannot feed themselves.
Sure.
You know, it's an embarrassing situation. So, this is why I say, let me come down. Let me be a part of the solution.
It's a very good one.
Okay.
And you have been doing this for about 3 years now?
Yeah, about 3.5 years.
How has been the production so far?
Yes, we have had great production. We have also had several challenges. One of our main challenges in Nigeria is the people. Having qualified people to do the job. Because simple thing, most of our people are really not ready
Sure.
to work generally.
Right.
And that is a mentality we need to change.
Sure.
If you come to my farm, dressed, like every other person, I have a shovel, hoe, or
Sure.
any implements, I drive tractor, because I love doing it,
Sure.
okay? So we need to have people who have passion to do this thing.
To work.
And not think, work. It has to be dignity in labor.
Yes.
Okay, if you go to the United States, you see people like Jimmy Carter when he was a lot younger, riding the tractor in their farm, in his peanut farm.
Yes.
So why do people feel too big here to do work?
Because they believe that farming is a dirty job.
Right.
Farmers are always supposed to be in the village.
Right.
That's why people like you, we're going to need a lot of your help.
Right.
Because with your ideas and the things you have done around the world, I strongly believe that we can begin to change the mindset of the youth.
Right.
To let them know that there's a modern day farmer.
Right.
You can be a banker and become a farmer.
Yes.
You can become anything. This is a perfect example,
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
This man is a computer engineer, not just side engineer, first class computer engineer, working in some of the biggest banks in America. You understand? So if he can be a farmer, you that is a young person, you are crying that you're unemployed. What is your excuse? There's absolutely no excuse. It's a man that lived in America for years, come to Nigeria to start a farm, one of the biggest farms in Benin City, Obayanto community right here on Sapler, and also Godsent already have a 1 hectare land there.
There's even more than 1 hectare we reserve, because
Yes.
we have a huge piece of land. So we've reserved at least a couple of hectares for Godsent, Foundation to say, okay, if you're coming with, if you have any program
Yes.
you are setting up, you can set it up there.
Yes.
You have a training program. The advantage of such a training program, for example, is to say, okay, if we train some people for cassava production, they actually have a hectare that is planted, and you can come back months later to say, okay, how is it doing?
Just about 48 hours after collaborating with my good friend here, we have decided to set up a training program. So he's going to tell us a little bit about it. We are looking for 20 youth in Edo. If you are a youth, you are watching this, please share this message. So many unemployed youth in our community, which often sadden my heart, that so many graduates are roaming around the streets with no employment. I'm assuring you that we can help you raise 300,000 naira at the end of the year if you come to this program. So please tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, based on the video we recorded, yesterday. So I kept thinking and said, okay, look, one of the reasons why young people shy away from farm is because they think that there's no money in it.
Yes.
Okay, but in contrary, there's a lot of money to be earned in farming.
Sure.
So now, one of the reasons why they don't make money is because there is poor methods. They use poor methods. Now, so my idea is, let's get 20 people together, 20 young people, or older people, or women, or men, doesn't matter who you are. But if you are interested and passionate about farming, you can come around and we can teach you at Aroms Farms for 2 days, free of charge, not charging you money for it. What are we going to teach you? We're going to teach you how to propagate cassava sticks so that you can have a lot of it to plant.
Sure.
We're going to teach you the best variety of cassava stick to plant. Then we're going to teach you how to plant cassava stick properly, with the specification defined by the IITA, so that you can have.
What's IITA?
IITA is an institute of, International Institute of Tropical Agriculture.
Okay.
So what they do is a worldwide organization that is mostly sponsored by United States, US, AIDS, and UnitedNation. It's a scientific research institution for tropical agriculture. So they don't research on how you grow cucumbers. They research how you grow cassava, how you grow yam, all those type of stuff. So basically, they have a blueprint on how you can do these things. We also have the institute in Nigeria that they have blueprints on how to get 50 tons yields per hectare of cassava.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes. So that's what we do in Aroms farms. So what we want to teach people is that, look, if you get 1 acre, which is about 6 plots, of land, you can make about 300,000 naira from it.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. If you follow the right process.
Sure.
Basically,
Well, you guys will be there to guide them anyway.
I would personally lead the training.
Sure.
I would personally get these people around, train them for 2 days on how to do this thing, and they would do it practically, so that they can go back to their little land and do it themselves and watch it grow. So that by next year, each of these students can have 300,000 naira.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? If you are watching this, please, I want you to share this video so that we can impart directly 20 youths. We are talking about first week of next month. All this can start. So if you are a young person, if you know anyone that is passionate about farming, please, I want you to share this video. Our number is on the screen. You can call to book an appointment. You have to be passionate about it. Nobody's going to give you money, but we're going to give you the resources to start a farm. You understand? So I continue to believe that we can make a change. So this is going to be a test run. If there's a good turnout, we can do this some more. You understand? Have you contacted the Oba of Benin, the state government, how they can come in? Because creating jobs is very important in our community.
Yes, we've not contacted the Oba of Benin because when we were busy with this process, that was when the coronation of the Oba was going on. So,
okay.
We've not had the opportunity to see the Oba.
Okay.
What we have actually done, I've been a part of the state government agricultural workshop, and we've submitted proposal to the government to create 16,000 jobs in those states.
Through Aroms farms.
Yeah, through Aroms farms, because we can do it. It's not a job. We've not asked the government for money. So basically what we've asked for is support. We asked for the land. We support in the sense that we want to have collaboration.
Sure.
So we've talked with the Ministry of Environment because they have access to land and things like that. So we've not got any useful response from the government. So our proposal is still waiting. What we really want to say is that, you see, I'm not in the business of disparaging anybody, but government wants to create 200,000 jobs.
Sure.
So personally, I think 200,000 jobs is small.
Wow.
Yes, it's small because in agriculture, with the resources we have in the industry, that is the minimum amount of jobs we should be creating a year in agriculture.
Really?
Yes. It's not 4 years, not 8 years. In 1 year.
A year?
Yes.
That is, if you are watching this, that is a big challenge to every one of us. Please, I want you to share this video to my very able governor. My friend here said 200,000 jobs is a minimum job we should be creating, and I strongly believe it. If a man standing out that he can create 16,000 jobs, I believe that if we give him a platform, we can create more jobs. So what I want us to do, I'll personally go with you. I want us to visit the Oba of Benin, because I believe that the Oba will be so proud of you and support this project, because even the community where you do your farm is Oba Yanto. Meaning Oba is the owner of the land.
Yes.
So
yes, that's great. And another thing I wanted to add to it is this. You see, when you talk about job creation, we have different types of jobs. You have jobs that are productive jobs, with economically productive jobs. That means that we are not using government money to pay these people.
yes.
These are people, for example, in agriculture create economically viable jobs. They replicate themselves.
Yes.
If you have somebody working in the farm, the person produces, for example, you're paying the person 40,000 naira a month. The person is making a production of 200,000 naira a month for the company, for the farm. Now, somebody is coming to buy the food. So somebody is driving the truck to the farm.
Yes.
And the person is having a job now.
Yes.
There are a few women that come along to buy the food, to sell in the market. They are not having a job. So the domino reaction of an economically viable job is so huge. That is why if 200,000 jobs are created in agriculture in 1 year, the domino effect is like 500,000
Of
jobs.
course, more people will be affected.
So it is not asking people to come for government job. Government job would not be productive.
It's temporary.
It puts a lot of burden
on the government.
Again.
Sure.
So that's why we are saying is say, look, just let us come together for once and open the floodgate of opportunity. There are investors all over the world, real investors, not fake ones, who are interested in coming into the system to do something. But without genuine, collaborators locally, it doesn't work.
Yes. You see, one of our major problems in this country is leaders who can see visions. You see, in 2013, I traveled to South Korea to attend the optical conference. I had investors who are willing to build factories. I wrote so many letters to the government house during Oshomole administration. I still have no response. You see, we live in a generation whereby our leaders think we are coming to hijack the government. It's not true. We are here to help our people. All we need is little support. You know, my friend here does not need any money from the States. He just needs a collaboration. This man has traveled to, have lived in 7 countries, 3 continents. If he tells me that after living in 7 countries, if Mr. Emmanuel here now tell me that after living in 7 countries, 3 continents, he do not have contact, I will be very ashamed of him. After working as a computer engineer, you tell me that you cannot bring a change to Edo State, you cannot use your contacts to help our people, I'll be ashamed of you, bro.
Yes, of course.
You understand? I'm only sitting with you here today because of what you have achieved in 3 years. In 3 years, you can create 80 acres on your own. I believe that you can create 1 million acres with support.
Right.
You know? So please, for those of you watching this, I want you to share this message until it gets to our great palace. I want you to share this message until it gets to the government house, that there are people willing to work at no cost to the state. 0 cost to the state. We can bring the investor. Aroms Farm, I want you to support it. Visit our harbor. I think our harbor has also traveled around the world as an ambassador.
Right.
So it definitely will support projects like this. You know, we can get the land, we can do so many things.
Yes.
A lot of young people want to work.
Yes.
A lot of young people want to work.
Definitely.
The question is, like the young people who wants to go into agriculture, most of these people have no land. How do they have access to land to farm?
Yes, basically, that is a very good question. Land is a big issue. That is why, like you suggested, talking to the Oba of Benin, because I heard that the Oba of Benin have already issued land, made land available for agriculture.
Yes.
Okay, now we need to say, okay, how do we access this land? Secondly, where we have farm right now, in Obayanto, there's land there. But what we need to have is a system where we can have a number of youths who are willing to farm and see how we can help them with the inputs.
Sure.
And see how we can divide the land so that they can have access to it.
Sure.
They are land, but you see, you need to be organized. That was why the point I was making on the 1 acre fund.
Yes.
That is how the 1 acre fund is organized.
Yeah.
The 1 acre fund, as the name stands, every farmer has an acre.
Yes.
So you can have, for example, let's take the example of the land that the Oba of Benin has made available, or any other person has made available. There needs to be an organization like Aroms Farm that goes there with the collaboration of the government to say, okay, look, we have here 500 hectares. These 500 hectares, we are going to map it at 1 hectare each per youth.
Sure.
Now, we are going to provide security for the place.
Yes.
We are going to help the youth with resources like providing inputs. Input is very important. Good fertilizer, good. Of course they pay for it, but they have to have good one.
Yes.
The knowledge is very important.
Yes.
I've been training people free for all my life.
Like he said, it's just a matter of collaboration with our state government or our great Oba of Benin Kingdom to give us this land and make things work. We can be the change, but we certainly cannot do it alone, but together we can. So if you are watching this, I want you to share this video to show the world that there is hope in our country. I am sick and tired of people seeing our country as doomed. Every other country in the world taking advantage of our stupidity. It's very unfair. How can we bring orange juice from China or India? Matches, ordinary matches, but we'll bring it from India.